Congratulations.
Thank you.
Also, I know that there are some French media in the house. So Anna is from Montreal, has lived there for the last 2 decades, I understand.
A little bit more, yes.
A little bit more. And tonight is your first Juno Award for Classical Composition. Do you have any questions?
Yes.
First, congratulations on the win. You worked in Toronto before, didn't you?
Yes, many times.
But there was a particular because I was just reading over on your project, the premiere 2011 with the Toronto company. It was with
Canadian Opera Company.
Yeah. What was it like working with them?
Actually, we just start working with them. We had a workshop for my first main stage opera, my 4th opera, but first main stage for Canadian Opera Company, and we just had the first workshop last December. The premiere will be in 2021. But maybe you think about another opera, which was a chamber, which I did with the company, the Queen of Pudding's Music Theatre. Maybe you think about that.
I was thinking about that, but forget about
yes,
that now.
It was 2021. Yes, 2021. Yes, several years to write an opera. Yes, it's a long process. Sometimes it's 2 hours. Like my new one is 2 hours and a half of music. So yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your compositions bring listeners into a vividly imagined world. Where do you find your inspiration to create those musical realms?
So I'm doing essentially the same job as Mozart did several decades ago. I'm not Mozart, I'm far away from him, but this is the same kind of approach. It's not different than from pop or rock or any other music. It's very often we are working, in my case, with the live instruments, but there are many composers who are doing some electronics using or just writing for machines. So actually, it's a creative job, and it's not that much different from any other creative job. Often our pieces are longer, so they're not like 3 minutes, or they're very often like 2 hours and a half. So sometimes the work is a little bit different, but the process is very, very similar. Creation is creation.
How do you keep yourself inspired?
By everything which is around me. I'm contemporary composer, so I'm inspired by what is happening around by the people, by the society, by frustrations, by everything which is around us, by the nature. And of course, we also composers, we try to make the world better as any other musicians.
Is there any Canadian musicians that are at the Junos this week and tonight that you are a big fan of?
I'm absolutely fan of all composers which were nominated tonight, and this is very interesting in classical music, that we have of 6 nominees, 6 or 5. We are 6 nominees and 5 are women, which is really, really fantastic.
Right on.